Hi everyone, I hope you're doing really, really well. I wanted to thank you so much for tuning into the planning module. As you know, I'm on vacation this week and I'm going to go ahead and send you the recording of the planning module and also the homework as well, ready for our one-on-ones. In our last module, I went through and asked you guys just to put aside the time that you actually spend on your Avon business. This is a really amazing exercise, not only to help you, but also to help your downline as well. So I want to go ahead and get started. So planning. Last week, we talked about setting your SMART goals. So you set your SMART goals for you and your Avon business. So we're going to take the next step and make those goals a reality. So with a good plan, you can be sure to do the right stuff with the time that you dedicate to your Avon business. Planning. The O in BOSS means outreach. We're going today to help plan to grow your team, plan your Avon time, plan the right balance of activities, prioritize and gain control, and take a plan of action with a new 2-week calendar. This module is about the O in BOSS, outreach. Part of your plan will include your outreach. Who do you need to know to achieve your goals? And what do you need to do to meet new people? This business is a people business, so you need to plan your outreach. Let's begin by talking about how you plan to grow your team. We grow our teams in 2 ways. We can recruit new representatives to join Avon, and we can help some of our current representatives achieve a leader title. So let's start by discussing how we can find new people to join Avon. And I'd love for you to share ideas on our Facebook page on where. So go ahead and be active on our local Facebook page as well. In order to find your next team members, you need to talk to the people you already know. We call them your warm market. And for those that went to Blab, know that we had the hot, warm and cold sheet there as well that you can look at while doing this exercise. In addition, it's important to find opportunities to connect with new people. Remember, every interaction is an opportunity to grow your team. We need to plan prospecting activities in order to ensure that we continue to make new connections. Some of the ideas as well is using the 4x4 with your downline and some different Avon tools to help them with their growing their business as well. So plan to connect with new people. Reflect on your success and repeat what worked well. Pursue your top customers. We know that the people that love Avon make the best Avon representatives. So remember, don't forget to ask your top customers if they would like to be an Avon representative. Leverage your personal network. Get involved with your community, the PTA, schools, hospitals, nonprofits. Attend community events. Conduct fundraisers. And run regular Avon opportunity meetings. As we know, we call them sip and samples, we call them round tables, all different things as well. So every name doesn't have to be the opportunity. So think about what has worked well for you and think about how you would like to plan to connect with some new people. So let's focus on our plan for identifying potential leaders on our team. So when you're looking at your team, when you pull up your Avon Vibe, when you look at your tree view, etc., look at your motivation within your teams. Who believes in Avon, wants to grow her team, is driven, is coachable, participates, is positive and helps others, and who communicates with you, who tells you about their day and their Avon business when they get excited. Sales success. Within your team, who grows sales, consistently places orders, pays orders on time, and has many customers and leverage Avon tools as well. And remember, sometimes they may just need to be emotionally rehired to Avon? Have you reached out to them and let them know about all the new commission structure, about all the money and incentives that they can make as well? If you haven't reached out to your downline for a while, please be in contact with them, because you are probably the only one that contacts them, as all representatives now only have, the leaders only have their information. As you know, the leadership coaches, we only have from bronze ambassador and above to be able to contact them and work with them. So they may be feeling a little bit not loved if we don't reach out to them on a regular basis. And just by hearing from you, it may make a world of difference. Now that we have determined how we can plan to grow our teams, let's shift focus on planning our time and activities. Avon time is a time you dedicate to your Avon business. We all juggle many things: family time, partner time, social time, me time, and Avon time. The only way you can ensure that you achieve spending time with all of these people on your business is to plan. It's important to plan your Avon time that you can focus and be effective. You need to be sure you dedicate enough time to your Avon business to achieve your goals. I'd love to know how many of you use that sheet with some of your downline members that I sent out last week to help your downline and to make that really great relationship building skill as well. As part of the application activities this week, you will reflect on your goals and establish your Avon time. Let's talk further now about how we actually spend our Avon time. It's important to get the most out of your dedicated time. Now think about your current Avon time, the time you spend working on your Avon business. Look at these activities and the examples under each: planning, selling, managing, and leading. So just take a review of those. How much or what percent of your Avon time are you spending doing these things? How much time and what percentage on planning, selling, managing, and leading? We recommend that you spend 50 to 75% of your time on your personal business and 25 to 50% on your time leading your business. But always there's depending on your business, depending on how many downline people you have, all of that kind of stuff, you determine the right balance for you. If you have a smaller team, you may want to spend closer to 75% of your time on your personal business and only 25% on your time leading the team. But if you have a very large team, you may want to change those percentages. Once you've determined how you will balance your time between your personal business and leading your team, you need to consider how much of your selling time you spend on your selling products versus opportunities or recruiting. We encourage you to divide your selling time equally between selling opportunities or recruiting and selling products. This will establish you to grow your team and your product sales. Once you understand how you should balance your activities, it is important to actually plan what you are going to do. Write down all your planned activities in order to prioritize them. Reflect on your activities and break them down into tasks when possible. The more specific you are, the better. Smaller tasks are more actionable and less intimidating. For an example, an activity might be plan to participate in the local holiday bazaar. So the tasks relating to that would be 1, send confirmation to event coordinator, 2, get products and catalogs together for a bazaar, and plan my outfit for the bazaar. In order to maintain your time most effectively, it is important to prioritize your tasks and schedule them in your calendar. The image to the right is the prioritization framework that allows each of us to consider tasks based on importance and urgency. Urgency is defined based on what is occurring within a campaign, urgent, And tasks that are beyond this campaign and have a longer runway, they're not so urgent. Importance is measured based on what will grow my business and those tasks that are less important but essential to run or maintain my business. Tasks that are bucketed into a specific corner and an action is taken against each task. The bottom left is less important and not urgent. These tasks should be delegated if possible. A task here might be training your downline on a new system or internal tool. Remember, we have Vibe and we also have Avon University, and we also have those amazing webinars as well. The bottom right is less important and urgent. These mainly administrative tasks should be clustered or batched together and scheduled within the same time slot each week. A task here might be responding to a customer complaint. Top left is important and not urgent. These tasks should be scheduled in the future. A task here might be planning a team meeting focused on downline duplication. Top right is important and urgent. These tasks should be an area of focus. A task here might be coaching a leader with a title at risk. So looking at the to-do list on the left of the screen, where might you find some of these items fall within the prioritization framework? And what other items are on your personal to-do list and where may they fall into this matrix? Let's consider some additional things we can do to set ourselves up for success. Continue to focus on the more important and urgent tasks. Every so often, each quarter, or when you see warning signs, take an opportunity to look at the tasks you are completing each week. Can any of them be delegated, scheduled, or clustered? Setting appropriate expectations when out of the office. Ask, what can we do to ensure that those we engage feel like we are being responsive even if we are at the office? I had a lot of folks in the last leadership programs go through this, and they found it very helpful to either set an out of office email and voicemail to reflect the fact that they were partially or totally unavailable. Delineate when you might be returning and how best to get in touch with you in case of emergency. Also, when in the office, think about establishing leader hours. Leader hours provide an open call line for entire downline at set times throughout the week. For example, every Tuesday and Thursday from 9 to 11. The benefit is that you are able to control distractions throughout the day or week and provide the downline with designated times that you are available. This may require an adjustment period for some, but soon your team will come to understand when you can and can't be reached, and the importance of being self-sufficient. Find a dedicated space. Find a place that is calming and quiet so that you can have time for sustained focus. But some other things may also work for you, like actually getting out of the house and going to a coffee shop or a restaurant and doing your work. So all of your planning comes together on your calendar. This is a roadmap for getting the right stuff done to achieve your goals. Here is an example of a 2-week calendar. You can see that this leader marked her Avon time in purple and planned a balance of activities and tasks to achieve success. She obviously works part-time and focuses on her Avon business in the middle of the days when her kids are out of the house. Once you complete your 2-week calendar, it is important to reflect and ask these questions. So with what we talked about last week, just jotting down like that food calendar, how much time you spent each day or each other day, etc., about what you did on that day and what tasks will help you with this activity. Now, remember, anything is, as far as calendar, it doesn't matter what you use, whether you use your phone, whether you use a planner, whatever it may be. And remember, your downline will also have specific things that they use for planning, and nothing is the right way because we all do things differently. So whether they write it down or whether they plug it in their phone or however that may be, we want to be able to customize it to them. But we also know by writing it down and by setting it, we are more likely to do it as well. So now let's talk about your homework, the application part of this. We've covered all the seminar content, so we're going to talk about the application guide. So I'm sending it with this playback. When you save it, please save it as a different document and send it back to me as well. Remember, after that you have completed and graduated from this program, you may be asked to nominate some of your downline members to go through a different selling course that is specialized and wonderful, and that you will be asked to help them with their one-on-ones as well. So we really want to be able to get you through your one-on-ones, get you through the modules so that you have a clear understanding of what they may be seeing and what they may be going through as well. So we are stretching ourselves here, but we're always here to learn something new. We will be conducting our one-on-ones next week, so please have your homework to me at least 24 hours beforehand so I can be the very best coach. The next hot topic question is, share an experience in your past when you got lost and explain how it made you feel and how you overcame it. Again, share an experience in your past when you got lost and explain how it made you feel and how you overcame it. I'm so excited to be able to conduct our one-on-ones next week. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call or a text. And if you are needing your one-on-one, please reach out to me so we can schedule it as soon as possible, because our graduation party is always so much fun and I want everyone to be going to the alumni group after this. So thanks so much. You all have a great week. Stay warm and stay dry. Take care for now.